Hello? 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 Does this thing work? I must have gotten the wrong number or something. I'm trying to talk to that pinhead Michael that exchanged numbers with me today. Don't worry, you've got the right number. This is the pinhead Michael that you were talking to? Oh, is it now? Oops, my bad. Sorry about that. I thought I wasn't texting the right person. But anyway, I just want to say thank you for letting me and my son see that game today. You guys are absolute superstars, aren't you? I can't wait to get my son in there. That'll be a good opportunity to get rid of him. Well, that is one of the benefits of having the kids play in the little soccer clubs, isn't it? I'm not going to say it's the main thing, but if you feel like it's for you, then by all means, we would love to have you join. Yeah, trust me, you would love to have my kid on your team. I mean, I'm telling you right now, this is a little champion we got here. He'll be your star player in no time. I bet there are already some top European clubs thinking about coming over to scout him. He just needs to be in the right environment for it. Yeah, well, the club is known for having a lot of really good players, so if you feel like your son can add something to the mix, then we would be happy to have him. He was the little skinny one that was standing next to you today, right? Yeah, that's him. Now, I know you might be looking at the size of him and thinking that maybe he's not going to be that effective on the field, but trust me, that's where the enemy is going to slip up. They're going to see his size and assume that he's not going to do that much. And then bam, that's when he absolutely surprises them. Guaranteed hat trick. Honestly, I've been raising him for a long time now. That's how he's been rolling ever since he was born. I see. Well, I'll take your word for it. You're a very interesting character, Barry. You have a lot of energy and enthusiasm. Yeah, you can't blame me for that. I mean, I'm a patriot at heart at the end of the day. If I get passionate about something, I really get passionate about it. And you know what? I know that my son's not on the team yet, but I just can't help but feel like he's already one of them. I can't help but treat those other players out there like his comrades. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, to some extent I do. I mean, my little boy has been in this club for a long time now. I definitely have a strong sense of pride when it comes to him and his performance. A little bit of me has some antagonism towards the other team as well. I know, right? I mean, I was surprised that you weren't getting as flared up as I was. I was assuming that with your son being on the team and whatnot, that you would actually care about it. Well, of course I care about him. But at the end of the day, I don't want to behave in a manner that embarrasses my son or anything like that. I need to set an example. Well, would you look at that? You really are stoic, aren't you, Michael? So, I'm very curious about you. We didn't have much time to talk to each other the other day. What brought you to this club in the first place? Why did you sign your son up? Are you like me and you needed to get rid of him? Trust me, I know how it is. They're always nagging for your attention, aren't they? Doesn't matter how old they get, they love attention. It's almost as if they beg more and more, the more of it you give to them. Well, I can see where you're coming from. I've been raising children for a long time now, but that's not the case for me. Oh, really now? So you have a different story, do you? Yeah, something like that. I mean, when my little boy was very young, I wanted him to get involved in a lot of different sports. I had him doing everything. I had him doing swimming, I had him do martial arts, and I had him do some tennis as well. We tried a bunch of different stuff for a long time, and then we finally decided to put him in soccer. Now don't get me wrong, all of the other stuff that we put him in was really a great decision. I'd be happy if he did any of them. But there was something different about soccer. There was something about doing the sport that really gripped him. He really wanted to get into it. I could see that he developed some sort of passion for it, and we've had him in here for years now. Now he's one of their star players. He's still a young kid, so he's not exactly gonna get scouted or anything, but I do get a lot of comments that he's gonna be a really skillful player at some time in the future if he keeps it up. Wow, would you look at that? Someone's proud of his little boy. Don't worry, we're all dads at the end of the day. I know how it feels. But look, I don't want you getting your hopes up because we've got a new player coming into the ranks, someone that might even surprise you. If you think your kid was an absolute gun at playing soccer, wait until you see mine. Well, I'd appreciate the challenge, Barry. In all honesty, I like a little bit of healthy competition. It teaches the kid something, you know? If your son is going to be as talented as you say he is, then I welcome him with open arms. Would you look at that? That sounds like fighting words to me. Yeah, you know what? I'd love to have my kid join this club. I think a lot of really good things are going to happen from this point on, and not only that, but did you even look at all the free food that they have? I mean, man, they had burgers stacked to the sky. I really had a ball enjoying myself with those. Yeah, look, I noticed how much you were pigging out on the food there, Barry. Actually, I wanted to talk to you about it, which is why I'm very happy that you're messaging me. Oh yeah? What, you got a problem with that or something? Yeah, something like that. You see, I just need you to understand that the food was there for the children. It's something that all of them enjoy after the game. Even the other team gets to eat that stuff. It's something that the club puts together for both teams. I mean, they're kids at the end of the day, right? They still want to have some sort of celebration at the end. That food is not necessarily there for the adults. Oh man, are you kidding me right now? Are you saying that we can't even have a little bit of food after watching an amazing game like that? Well, okay, maybe you could have a little bit, but it should mainly be for the children, don't you think? I mean, they were the ones that were sweating and tiring themselves out there to put on a great display, right? They displayed some entertainment for us, and the least that we can do is feed them afterwards. Geez, I can't believe you're getting up me right now, Michael. I was starting to think that you were a good guy up until this point. So you're not even gonna let me have a little bit of food to eat, huh? Well, like I said, you can have a little, but definitely not as much as you had today. And maybe wait until the kids are all done eating to see what's left. What are you talking about? I didn't even have that much today. All I had was enough to be considered a snack. And now you're basically telling me to eat the scraps? Yeah, look, that one is contestable, to be honest. I mean, think about it, you said so yourself. We had burgers stacked to the sky, right? After you completely devoured all of them, most of the kids had to cut the burgers in half so everyone could eat. In fact, I'm pretty sure that some of them didn't even get one at all. They just had to eat fries or went home hungry. It's pretty sad. You don't know this, but they're quite used to having a massive feast straight after the game, and now they only get a little bit. Can you see why they would be sad about that? Well, I don't know. I guess you could look at it that way. I mean, sure, they do deserve it, right? They put on a great display. But at the same time, how about we teach them a different lesson? I'm sorry, what do you mean? What exactly is a different lesson? Well, think about it. We can teach them the lesson that they don't get rewarded until they're absolute champions. They don't get rewarded until they're playing in the Premier League. That's a pretty decent lesson to teach them, right? Well, I admire the enthusiasm and the drive to do your best, but there's a lot of things that we need to keep in mind. I mean, they're children at the end of the day, right? Things like rewarding them are something that's going to be really important to them. And not only that, but it doesn't matter how skilled they are. The fact of the matter is that they're still very young, and they're most likely not going to make it to a top state tournament, let alone the Premier League. Those things may happen when they're older, but maybe then we can focus on those kinds of goals. But for now, they need to just focus on doing the best they can and having fun. Plus, are you really trying to say that they can't eat anything until then? Well, look, I don't know about you, Michael, but I would rather raise a winner than a loser, right? And in order to raise a winner, we'll do anything that it takes. I see. Fair enough. Anyway, I know you're very upset about the food thing, but if you just look at it through the lens of supporting your child, maybe that will help you see my point of view. What is that supposed to mean? Well, surely you must have seen the state of your kid today, right? He's not exactly the most well-nourished boy, is he? I'm not going to take a stab at what your family home is like. I only just met you, but you'd be appreciative for the free food that you could give him, right? What are you trying to say? That I abuse my kid or something? That he just walks around home starving? How dare you? How dare you insinuate something like that? Yeah, you know what? You're right. I did step out of place. I apologize. It's not up to me to make an assessment on your home life, especially when I don't even know what's going on. At the same time, I can't help but be curious. I mean, you're a big person yourself, Barry. Well, would you look at that? So you actually noticed my size? Not a lot of people do that. They think I have a really solid shredded package down there, but no, it is all love juice. Oh, interesting. It sounds like you're actually proud of your figure. Well, why not? You should love you for who you are, right? Isn't that what Beyonce said or something? I don't know. Someone really smart said that. Someone really smart like her said that. But yeah, I'm a big guy and I'm proud of it. You can call me Big Barry if you want, Michael. I think I'll just stick to Barry for now. But you know, just looking at the size of you and the size of your son, I can kind of see that maybe he was the one that deserved those burgers and not you. I mean, even you must have felt that way too, right? I have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, look, if you realize how things were in my home, you would understand that maybe I feed him too much. I give that kid way too much love and attention. I'm actually starting to suffocate him with how much of a good father I am. Is that so? That's interesting. Well, anyway, Michael, I think we've done enough bonding for now. I think you and I need to leave it off here and get back to what we usually do. I mean, let's face it, we're dads after all. We're very busy people. Well, you're not wrong about that. I can tell that you're very preoccupied, Barry. I thought that you would be able to have a little more of a chat, but you must be very busy. Maybe you're even more busy than me. Anyway, I'll give you some more details about the soccer club in the future. I look forward to having your son join and train with us. Also, just for your information, the dads that have signed their kids up in this club tend to hang out a lot. Feel free to mingle in with the rest of them. We're all very nice people, and we would be happy to have a chat with you. Yeah, sure. I'd love to have a chat with you guys, but everyone looks really loaded, don't they? Everyone must be having really awesome food. Well, I will say that they're a little bit better off than most people in life. Maybe they do eat something fancy every night. Who knows? Anyway, you take care, Barry. Have a good one.
Hey, Barry. You wouldn't believe the type of day I had. I mean, the manager has realized just how much work I need. How much I need the work to support this family. He's really not giving me a break. I gotta be honest. You were asking me before if I would be able to handle this, and I was pretty confident back then. But now I'm getting to the point where I might be reaching my limit. Do you know what? I guess at the end of the day, I can always go back home to a nice massage and dinner from you. I guess as long as I have those little things in life, I'll be able to get through the day.
Hey, honey, I'm very sorry to hear about what happened at work. I know you're out there working to the best of your ability to make money for this family. I'm really proud of you. Honestly, I am. And you know what? I'm doing my best to be a father in this family, but I'm kind of reaching my limit too. I know you want that massage today and maybe even a nice warm bath.
Oh my god, I would love a nice warm bath.
I know you would. I know my wife. That's the type of husband I am. I'm aware. But at the same time, you aren't the only one that has been working hard. I've had a super rough day as well. I won't be able to give you that massage and bath that you need.
Come on, are you serious right now? The one thing in the world that I need and you can't give it to me? Why would you even bring it up if you weren't gonna do it?
Look, honey, I'm sorry. I mean, if you think you're tired, imagine the things that I have to do.
Yeah, you know what? You're right about that, aren't you? Such a hardworking man. I know how hard it would be looking for those jobs. You must have been putting in resumes every day, all day.
Oh, yeah, totally. That is definitely what I've been doing. I've been sitting here on my computer, putting in those resumes, trying to do whatever I can to land myself a job. But you know how hard it is, right? I mean, the job climate out here is so hard to get yourself out there. I'd be lucky if I was flipping burgers at McDonald's at this point. That's how hard it is.
Is it really that hard, honey? Are you really finding it that difficult?
Oh, yeah, like totally. But do you think that's gonna stop me? Do you think that a little bit of difficulty is gonna be a barrier towards me providing for my family? To that, I say hell no. That is not the type of husband I am. I'm not the type of guy to just give up that easily.
Oh my god, you're so courageous and loving, aren't you? I really am so lucky to have a guy like you. I mean, you've been looking for a job for so long now, right? I can't even imagine how that would feel. You sitting here day after day, putting in those resumes and not getting any replies, not getting even one interview. It must be so damaging to your spirit.
Oh, yeah, totally. It's very good you understand these types of things, Michelle. You understand how difficult this is for me. I mean, that's exactly what I've been doing. I've been sitting here writing my resumes, writing my cover letters, and always revising them, trying to make them better. I totally haven't been sitting here playing games all day behind your back or anything like that. I especially didn't play the new chapter of Fortnite that has this sick new map and all these new legendary shotguns that deal 220 headshot damage. Yeah, for sure, I would never do that. I would never be that much of a despicable husband.
Oh, no, I know you wouldn't. You and I have been married for so long. You would never do something like that to me. I trust you completely.
Good, that's exactly what you should do. It's for that reason that you're an amazing wife. You keep trusting me no matter what. You understand me?
Of course. You don't need to tell me that. Then again, I gotta be honest. I'm really shocked that I won't be able to get my massage and bath today. I'm telling you right now, it's the only thing I look forward to. But that's all right. I guess I can't be selfish all the time. I can't ask the world of you. As long as you give me a little bit of the leftover dinner that you guys had for tonight, then I'll be happy with just that.
Oh boy, you actually expected that too, did you? Wow, this one's gonna break your heart.
Come on, are you serious right now? What's going on? Don't give me any bad news. Don't tell me. You're not trying to say that I'm not gonna get any dinner as well, are you?
Look, that may or may not be the case. But there's a very high likelihood that yes, you aren't gonna get dinner tonight.
Oh, come on! Not even dinner? I mean, that's like the bare minimum! What the hell's going on there? Are you slacking off with cooking or something? Did you forget to make my portion of dinner too?
Now look, it's nothing like that, honey. I mean, if you just come home and take a look at the fridge, you'd understand. You'd understand the type of situation we're in.
What do you mean take a look into the fridge? What am I expecting to see there? I mean, I was looking at it yesterday and it was absolutely jam-packed with food. There was a couple of ready-to-eat meals in there, and there were also a lot of ingredients for you to cook dinner with. So I don't really see a reason for why dinner is not done apart from the fact that you decided not to do it.
Well, look, if you want to question me and how much I wanted to cook for dinner, then that's fine. You can doubt me as much as you want. I'm telling you right now, I cooked as much as I could. I tried my best to give you some sort of meal tonight. I mean, you know me. You know how much I strive to be the best husband that you can ask for. How could I call myself something like that if I couldn't even give you a meal for the evening?
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking right now. I mean, take a look at the situation, Barry. Here I am, working a job all on my own and doing overtime too. Most days, I'm even working on the weekends. I hardly get any breaks. The least I could ask for is a little massage and some food. You can't even give me something like that. Like, honestly, what are you doing? I know you gotta put in those resumes to find a new job, but you can sacrifice an hour or two out of your day to actually make me something to eat.
Well, just listen to me, because there's a perfectly understandable reason for why you don't have food tonight. And look, don't sit there and point your finger at me. I already told you I was hard at work searching the web for a job and absolutely not playing video games. I'm not the one to blame for this.
Okay, then who is then? Who should I be blaming for the fact that I'm not going to be eating anything tonight?
Oh, you can just look towards your son for that one.
What? What do you mean, my son? You mean our son? What has he been doing?
Well, come on, Michelle. I mean, you're a smart girl, right? You would be able to infer what's been going on here. That little kid has just started in that soccer club. He's got an absolutely huge appetite. I mean, think about it. He's actually out there playing sports. He's using a lot of energy. He's gonna need a lot of food to supplement that energy.
Okay, fair enough. You have a point there. He's gonna need a little bit extra food. But to completely clear out the fridge is a different story, don't you think? There's just no way that would be possible, especially for a boy at his age.
Yeah, well, trust me, with the amount of things he does, it wouldn't be surprising. I mean, do you think he's just your average soccer player out there? You know Danny, don't you? You know how capable he is. He's not just sitting there doing nothing, he's running around all over the place. He's trying to make up for everyone's shortcomings. I mean, just the other week, I saw him play the goalkeeper, a defender, and striker all at the same time. Think about that. He's running the whole field. Wherever the ball is, that's where he's gonna be. He's trying to do everything for everyone else because they're not doing a good enough job.
Oh, really? Is that how well he's doing?
Yeah, trust me, I've seen it with my own eyes. I know exactly how well he's been doing.
I can't believe it. That little boy needs every bit of energy that he can get his hands on then.
Exactly, you're not wrong about that. He definitely needs whatever we can give him, so the fridge is completely empty and he cleared it out. He's the culprit. If you want anyone to blame, it's him. But all I'm asking you to do is just be a good mother, Michelle. Because let's face it, at the end of the day, he should be the one that we support the most.
I can hear everything you're saying right now, but it still doesn't make sense to me.
What are you talking about? How could it not make any sense?
Well, I'm not sure, to be honest. You're saying that he's the one that completely cleared out the fridge, right? He's the one that ate all the food. But that being said, if he was eating all that food, you'd think that he'd gain a little bit of weight. He's still such a scrawny little kid. It doesn't really make sense to me if he's eating all that food and he hasn't gained any weight at all.
Oh, come on. Haven't you been listening to what I've been saying, Michelle? I'm telling you, he's the superstar of that soccer team. Of course he's not going to have any weight gain when he's doing that much activity. He's burning thousands of calories out there. I mean, trust me, I know that you're getting pretty angry about this. I just need you to have a little bit more sympathy for the boy. Oh, let him eat as much as he can. Let him completely clear that fridge out. Don't blame him for it. I mean, it's all contributing to his success, right? Just think about it. Imagine if the biggest barrier for him to be a world star soccer player was him not getting enough food. Imagine that if that was his destiny, all we had to do was feed him. He'd be completely happy with that, right?
Yeah, sure. I don't know. Maybe you might have a point.
Exactly. So don't make a big fuss about this food thing then.
Okay, well, if there's no food at home and you haven't cooked me anything, then that only leaves me with one decision, right? I guess I'm just gonna have to get some takeaway. I'm really not liking this. I think I ate takeout for most of last week as well. It's really unhealthy. I'm worried how it's gonna affect my body.
Whoa, 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 ho, ho, ho. Slow down there, buddy. Who said anything about you getting any takeout?
What are you talking about? If I don't get takeout, what exactly am I supposed to eat? Do you expect me to just starve? I don't get much food as it is. Do you really want me to go the whole day without eating anything? Let me remind you that I'm only gonna get 5 hours of sleep tonight and then I have to wake up for work the next morning. I need some sort of fuel to put into the tank.
I get that, honey. I really do. Trust me, if I could get you a decent meal tonight, I would. But we just simply don't have the means for that.
Well, what do you mean we don't have the means? I've got a car. I can go to McDonald's on the way home. It isn't that much of an issue.
Yeah, it kind of is, actually. We might have a car, but to be able to have the funds to buy this meal, to that I say no. No, we don't.
Hold on a second. What did you just say? Please tell me you didn't say that. There's no way that what I heard was real. You're trying to tell me that we don't have the funds to buy something as simple as McDonald's?
Not necessarily, no. We don't have the money for it.
I don't know what the hell I'm listening to right now. I must be living in a nightmare. This is one of the worst days I've ever had. Why the hell wouldn't I have money for something as simple as McDonald's? That seems pretty crazy, don't you think?
I don't know. Considering all the expenses that we have, it makes sense, right? I mean, you and I have been in a pinch for the longest time now. That's the whole reason why I'm finding a job in the first place.
Yeah, I get that. But to not even have the money to buy a simple meal? That's insane! I mean, I knew that we were in a pinch, but I didn't think the pinch was this bad. Like, come and be honest with me right now. Something's changed, right? Something's popped up. Have you been using our money for video games again, Barry?
Who, me? No, do you really think I would be doing that? I'm a father now. I don't have time to waste on things like that. There is no way I could shrink my responsibilities and be playing video games. I already told you I absolutely didn't play the new 6th season of Fortnite, so I didn't buy the new Battle Pass or anything like that, no way. That is not the type of guy that I am.
Really? I hope you're telling the truth.
You know what? I am actually a little bit insulted, Michelle, that you would make that assumption about me. I'm very angry with you now.
Well, look, I'm sorry, but you're not the only one that's angry in this situation. I mean, I get it. Fine. Maybe I'm a little bit emotional and I'm saying some things out of turn, but think about how I feel, Barry. At the moment, I'm going above and beyond just to provide for our family. I'm thinking that this hell is gonna end at some point, and now you lay something like that on me? It always makes me feel like everything I'm doing is for nothing. Like nothing that I do is gonna change this.
Hey, you listen to me. I don't want you thinking like that. What do you think is gonna happen when you start losing faith in yourself, Michelle? You're gonna start slipping up at work, and we can't have that, can we? I mean, think about it. We've got a son to look after. Do you even care about him at all?
Of course I do. Don't say something like that.
Well, good. I'm glad that you care about him. Because you are beginning to make me doubt you, if I'm being honest.
So what are you saying right now? That I should just forget this massive news bomb that you dropped on me? Just pretend that everything's okay and keep working?
That is exactly what I'm saying. I mean, think about it. We made this agreement, right? You would be the one to look after the money while I work. I'll be making sure that the money is being put into the right place while you bring it in for us. That's the arrangement we had, so let's keep it at that. And in order for us to keep the arrangement, I need you to trust me.
Okay, fine. Look, I trust you and everything, Barry. I mean, I know you wouldn't do anything to put our family at risk. At the same time, I just can't help but feel really shocked at this. I mean, the money's been going somewhere, right? This doesn't just happen out of the blue. Can you at least tell me that much? Tell me where this money is going?
Look, I can tell you where it's going. It'll be the God-honest truth, but I don't think you're going to be very happy with it. I know you're going to flare up about it.
Come on, are you serious? You're treating me like I'm some little kid. It's almost as if it's too early to tell me that Santa Claus isn't real. Like, honestly, I'm an adult now, so I just want you to be straight up and honest with me. Tell me what's going on. Tell me the reason why we don't have any money. This is a serious issue.
Okay, fine. Look, I can see that you're very emotional about this, Michelle. I guess I don't really have a choice, I have to tell you. The truth of the matter is that Danny's to blame for this one as well.
Are you gonna blame it on him again? This is starting to get ridiculous. Are you trying to say that anytime we have a problem, it's automatically our son?
Well, hey, I'm not trying to say that, but it's quite coincidental, don't you think? Honestly, Danny is to blame for this. I'm not trying to pin everything on him, but he's just eating a lot.
Okay, but why? Why and how? Why would this be the case? I mean, let's think about it. Our kid is a pretty good kid, right? He's not like all the other kids out there. He's not incredibly selfish, he doesn't have some sort of addiction, and most of the time he just wants to play, right? Everything that he likes to do is really cheap. I mean, the most expensive thing that we actually do with him is go to amusement parks, and we haven't done that one in years because of our financial situation. Regardless of all that, he hasn't made any complaints. Not even once. It's quite peculiar, don't you think?
Well, look, this has nothing to do with our son and his habits. I'm a decent father. I know how to raise my son. I know how to make sure that he's doing the right thing. And you know that already, right? You and I have been married for years now. You know exactly how I operate.
I sure do. I have every confidence you're doing the right thing.
Exactly.
Well, if that's the case, where is the money going then, Barry?
Okay, well, I'll be honest that Danny isn't the one to blame for this. I mean, he is, but to vilify him for it isn't the right thing to do. I mean, he's only trying to do something good, right? He's only trying to do something good while he's a young man. If this is the cost for him to do something that he enjoys and that benefits him, then why not? I guess we just have to do that.
Do what exactly? You're not being clear with me.
What I'm talking about is us contributing money to that soccer club he goes to.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Yeah, here's the thing. Us putting him in that soccer club was a really good idea. It's one of the best things we've ever done. But at the same time, that's not to say that it doesn't come with its costs.
Its cost? What do you mean its cost? It shouldn't be that expensive, right? I mean, when we checked out the flyer, it said it was like $20 a month or something.
Okay, yes, you're not wrong about that. It is only $20 a month just for the membership alone. But come on, let's think about all the other things that we have to pay for. We have to pay for his jersey. We have to pay for his equipment, and not only that, we have to pay for that big whopping price that they have every Sunday.
What price? You never told me about that.
Here's the thing, Michelle. You're not going to believe this. I guess that this is how they hook people into that club. They promote how amazing the club is. They promote how much fun the kids are having. But don't be fooled, it is all a scam. It's all to reel us in. It's to make sure that we give our money to them for them to use at their will. It is a legit scam.
What are you talking about? Are you trying to say that the club doesn't produce the best soccer players? I thought I looked through that flyer well enough. I thought I researched them well enough. They seemed like the best club in this area.
Well, look, you might be right about that. I mean, they probably create the best players in this town, maybe even the state. But for better or worse, those players have an appetite. Those kids show up to eat. And boy, do they love to eat.
What are you getting at? I'm not understanding.
Well, here's the thing. On that Sunday, they all do really well. I mean, they're aiming to be the top players in this country, right? I haven't seen them lose one match yet. They're absolute superstars. But I guess all of that energy that they use in the soccer game is too much for them. They need to replenish it somehow. So, the soccer club has a little scheme where they give the kids food afterwards.
They have a scheme? That's a really insidious way to put it.
Well, look, call it whatever you want. All I'm saying is, it's expensive. I'm telling you right now, Michelle, they give these kids enough food to plump them up like they're going off to the slaughter. Like, I'm telling you right now, the size of the food that these kids eat is insane. We're talking about food being stacked to the ceiling, where the kids can't even grab it. We're talking about huge boxes of pizza stacked on top of each other. We're talking about a whole table just filled with nachos. Can you believe it? A whole table that's just nachos? Don't you see that as really crazy?
Well, I've got to be honest. That is quite a sight to see. I'm pretty sure the kids have a lot of fun eating all of that stuff.
Yeah, they better be having fun. If we're gonna be spending that much money on this stuff, then I want them to be having fun. My money shouldn't be going to waste.
Hey, don't forget I'm the one that earns it. Are you actually trying to say that we're the ones that pay for it?
Yeah, we sure are. This is the thing that's driving a hole in our budget. The most amount of money that we have gets put into this food. That's why that fridge of ours is still empty. I haven't had the money to actually go shopping.
Oh my god, I can't believe what I'm hearing right now. It's just one headache on top of another for me. So we're actually paying for the food for that soccer club? This is insane! But hang on a minute. It shouldn't be that much, right? I mean, if all the parents are participating in this, that means they should be putting in an equal share of money. When you think about it that way, it shouldn't be that expensive, don't you think?
Well, look, that's just the thing, Michelle. There are a bunch of crooks at this soccer club.
Oh no. What are you gonna tell me now?
Well, it's not going to be something that you want to hear, but they have a system for any of the new players that come into the club.
System? What type of system are we talking about?
We're talking about a system to absolutely drain us of whatever we have.
Huh? I'm not really understanding.
Well, look, I've only just recently been mingling with the other dads, so I don't really know too much about it. But apparently they do this type of thing to the new players, the ones that have just joined. They look at it as a type of joining fee.
What do you mean, the fee? We've already paid the fees, right? We already paid the sign-up fee.
Yeah, I know, but to fund this little banquet that they have after every match, they need to get the money from somewhere, right? So the other guys told me a lie. They said that they make whoever has the worst kid on the team pay for everything. They think it's only right. It's kind of like their little game.
A little game? This doesn't sound like a fun game in my opinion.
Yeah, well, I can totally agree with that. From their point of view, the person that's the weak link in the team, the person that's just dead weight dragging everyone behind, should be the one that pays for it. For one reason or another, they've decided that our son would be that person.
Oh my god. How dare they? How dare they single out my son like that? That's just rude.
Oh, look, I'm telling you right now, Michelle, this little rule of theirs is absolutely nonsense. Because our son has only just entered the soccer club, right? Despite that, he is absolutely flooring it out there. He's one of their best players, so why would he have to be the one that has to pay for everything? That doesn't make any sense, right? Which basically defeats the purpose. They do this type of thing to the new guy, whoever has entered most recently. It's their way of taking advantage of us.
I don't believe what I'm listening to right now. I can't believe it. I'm gonna take our son out of this immediately. It sounds like they're really evil. At this point, I don't even care if our son actually gets good at soccer.
No, oh, wait, hold on, Michelle. Look, there's no need to do that, okay?
Why not? Everything you've told me so far is absolutely horrific. Do you really want our son to be going to something like that? Especially when it's drilling a hole into our pocket?
Look, I mean, I know it sounds really bad, but I still want him to go there. I still think it's a good idea.
What are you talking about? Why? After everything you told me, it sounds like an absolutely horrible idea. You said our son was gifted, right? You said that he's got a knack for this. If that's the case, his skills are better off put elsewhere. I mean, if they want to tell him he's not good enough, that's fine. But they don't have to abuse him for it. Let's rub it in their faces. Let's put him into a different team and have him carry them to the finals.
No way. Let's not do that. That's a stupid idea.
What do you mean it's a stupid idea? If anyone's sounding stupid here, it's you, Barry. You're the one that sounds stupid for not standing up for our son.
I know. I know it must feel that way, but I just need you to trust me. I still think that there's something really good about this place.
What do you mean there's something good about this place? It's not like you get a share of the food, right? How could you say this place is good?
Oh, what? Me? The food? No, I wouldn't do that. That's totally for the kids, right? I mean, look at the size of me. I'm Big Barry. I don't need any food. I need to give that to the kids so that they can win the game.
Are you okay, Barry? You're acting really suspicious right now.
Yeah, look, it's just that you took me back with that statement. Don't take it so seriously. Anyway, you know what? I just want you to trust me. I have a really good feeling about keeping our kid in that soccer team.
Are you serious? Can I trust you on this? I don't know. This seems really iffy, if I'm being honest, Barry.
Hey, have I been a bad husband up until this point?
No, you haven't.
Exactly. So keep trusting me from this point on as well. You're gonna thank me for it later.
Okay. I hope this works out. But hey, Barry, can I just say something? Are you gonna be annoyed by this? All this talking about our son and this corrupt soccer club of his is making me so hungry. Are you sure we don't have any money at all? Like I can't get myself even a sandwich or something?
Look, honey, I just need you to accept the facts. We're going through a rough patch at the moment. We can't be living large and eating caviar.
Where did you get those ideas in your head? I'm not asking for something lavish. I'm just asking for a simple meal. Is that too much to ask for?
Why are you being so greedy?
I'm not being greedy.
You know what? In some sense, you are. So I need you to calm down. Look, I don't want you to worry. You're gonna get the nutrition you need, so just relax. Everything is fine. I've sorted it out for you.
Are you serious? Was all that about a joke or something? There's actually food at home, isn't there? You actually made me a really awesome dinner. Oh, I know. Maybe not just that. Maybe this whole time you had a box of Krispy Kreme for me. Oh my God, you're just like the best, Barry. I always knew you were the best husband in the world.
Come on now, really? Do you really think that's what I'm gonna give to my wife? That's the bare minimum. I'm gonna give you something even better than that. Right now, I just went to the cupboard and I pulled out a nice can of SpaghettiOs. And some pickled eggs as well. Can you believe it? Where do you even get something like that? Oh, I bet it's gonna be yummy. I mean, pickled eggs? You know how much I just love straight up pickles, right? Imagine what pickled eggs are gonna taste like.
Yeah, right. That's not actually what you're trying to feed me tonight, is it?
I think it's very reasonable if I'm being honest, Mary. It's tinned food.
Don't sit there and act like you like the tinned sardines. We've got about 100 of them in the cupboard.
Exactly. Isn't that a testimony to how much I like them?
No, it's just a testimony to how much you don't eat them. They've been sitting there for years now. Don't you think it's about time that you cracked some of them open?
No, come on. You don't know me at all. I'm saving those for a special occasion. I'm just not gonna eat that on any average day.
I'd rather you eat those instead of the crap you eat normally. I mean, despite us being in the situation that we're in, you're still buying fast food all the time, aren't you?
Are you serious right now, Michelle? Are you seriously gonna sit there and doubt me again?
Well, look, I'm just saying, Mary, because I've seen the evidence. You can try and hide it as much as you want, but if you take the first layer of trash away, you can always see the stuff that you've been eating the night before.
Wow, so you've actually been investigating, have you? Look at little Michelle playing detective.
Well, I'm just saying. That's just the truth of it. Anyway, you're not serious about this pickled eggs thing, are you?
I'm actually 100% dead serious on that. That's honestly all that we have for tonight.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it through the next day. When's this nightmare going to end?
Hey Barry, sorry for messaging you so late in the evening. I know you're a very busy guy with things to do. I just wanted to talk to you about that soccer game. Oh, thank God you want to talk about the soccer game. I've been thinking about that all day. I mean, wow, take a look at that. I can't believe those little champions out there. I mean, there goes another game. Honestly, I'm beginning to doubt that these kids are even in the proper league for themselves. Don't you think that we should put them in an adult league or something? They're just absolutely wiping the floor. I mean, take a look at that kid in the front. What's his name again? I can't remember, but he actually scored a hat trick. Everyone is doing so well out there. You should be proud of this little team of yours, Michael. Yeah, well, what can I say? It's nothing that we're not used to. That kid that scored the hat trick was my kid, by the way. You've talked to him about 5 times now. Oh, yeah, that was him, wasn't it? Pardon me for forgetting. I barely even remember my own son's name. I hope you're joking when you say something like that, Barry. That's really cruel to your kid. Anyway, I'm glad that you're having fun and you're enjoying the glories of victory, but there are a couple of things that we need to keep in check when we're at the soccer game. It's good to be having fun, but we can't exactly be getting ahead of ourselves. What do you mean by that? It sounds like you don't have fun at all, Michael. Come on, you're a little bit stiff if you ask me, buddy. You need to learn to let loose a little. You should take after my example. I'm showing you how you should be enjoying this thing. If you want to talk about having a poor attitude at the soccer game, maybe we should talk about you. Me? I'm not really sure how to feel about that one, if I'm being honest, Barry. I think my attitude towards the soccer game has a healthy level of constraint and enjoyment. None of the other dads have had an issue with it so far. Yeah, well, none of the other dads had an issue with it because they were all too feminine to do something about it. I mean, honestly, you've got some really weak characters there. You should feel ashamed to be hanging around with those types of guys. Actually, I've been hanging around with those types of guys for a very long time now, and they're some of my closest friends, Barry. I'd appreciate it if you didn't say anything about them. Oh, well, look at that. Someone's getting a little bit sensitive. Did I touch a nerve? Oh, sorry that I insulted your boyfriends, Michael. I didn't know that you were that attached to them. Hey, can you cut it out with the jokes, Barry? I'm trying to talk about something serious here. All right, Mr. Serious. I mean, I know that the kids are doing really well and everything, but you don't have to be so tense all the time. Be a bit more relaxed. They're still gonna win at the end of the day. I really don't appreciate this attitude you're giving me right now. I mean, stop talking like I'm the issue here. I'm trying to talk about why you're the issue. What are you talking about me? How could I be the issue? That's just preposterous. You're trying to tell me that one of the biggest cheerleaders we have for that team is the issue for you? I'd love to hear what you have to say about this. Well, look, I've been having a talk with the other dads, and there were a couple of things that happened in today's match that we don't really approve of. I think after deliberating with everyone, it's time that someone told you how you should be conducting yourself while at soccer games. Oh, I see what's going on. You guys had some little meeting and excluded me, huh? Wow. You guys really know how to make me feel like I'm a part of the team, don't you? Great sportsmanship. Look, this has nothing to do with us trying to vindicate you or anything. I mean, you're a new member. It's only been a couple of months since you and your son have entered. It takes time to get used to the way that we run things here, and that's fine. We have got plenty of time, but we can't just let you run off loose. You need to know how things operate here. Listen to the way that you talk. What are you, my boss or something? Are you trying to treat this like it's a workplace? Come on, it's just a damn soccer game. Let's chill out a little bit. Don't tell me to chill out, Barry. I don't appreciate you trying to downplay this, especially when what you did today was absolutely horrific. Look at that. Everything is so serious the moment you strike a nerve, isn't it, Michael? First, it was just some little teeny problem that you wanted to talk to me about, and now it's a big one for you. I knew I would be able to get on your nerves. I knew you would be an easy one to crack. Look, I'm just gonna ignore everything you have to say now so I can finally get to the point. I guess when it comes down to it, what I need you to do now is show a little bit more sportsmanship. Show a little more respect to the other team. I mean, look, we're not a bunch of Vikings on a boat going to war, right? We're not trying to invade their country or anything. This is a bunch of kids playing a simple game of soccer. We don't need to get serious about it and start pulling out our spears. Is that the way you see this too, Michael? I gotta say, I'm really disappointed in you. You're trying to say that you didn't like the way I was behaving today? Of course not. Getting drunk and trying to start fights with the other team is not the way that we do things. I mean, look, some of the dads in the other team are actually our friends. Sometimes those people are our workmates. Maybe they're even our clients. Imagine the reputation you create for us when you're actually trying to start a fight with them. Can you see why this is an issue now? Oh, I can see the issue, Michael. I can see a very big issue. I can see that the issue here is you and not me to begin with. How could the issue be me? What are you trying to say right now, Barry? Well, look, all I'm doing is showing a bit of enthusiasm, aren't I? I'm trying to get behind our kids, give them the encouragement that they need, give them the fuel against the enemy. I mean, think about it. Do you think they're always winning those matches just on skill? You think emotion doesn't come into it at all? Trust me, if I wasn't there trying to fan the flames, then they wouldn't be half as successful as they would be. That precious little son that you saw running out there that performed that hat trick, I wouldn't be surprised if he even got one goal without my comment edging him on. And you know what? You could learn a thing or two from that. That right there is a good father. Is it really now? Is that really how you view yourself, Barry? You look at yourself like you're a good father? Of course I do. Can I look at myself any other way? That's exactly what I am. Yeah, well, if you ask me, setting an example like that in front of your own son isn't what I call a good father. What are you talking about right now? What examples? Are you talking about me standing up for myself in front of that guy, showing him that I'm not a wuss? That's what you're trying to say, right? That was a bad example? It was. That's 100% what it was. For crying out loud, Barry, you try to spit vodka into the ref's eyes. What lessons are you trying to teach your son there?
Well, I don't know. How about you think about it? Maybe I was trying to teach him that he shouldn't take crap from another guy. That if someone gets into your face, you should do something about it.
What are you talking about right now, Barry? The only person that got into someone's face was you. You're the one that went up to that guy from the other team. You went to the other side of the field just to start something with him. And not only that, you were doing it over something extremely petty.
What do you mean petty? I was perfectly justified in my actions.
The man was just cheering on his own son. Is that really such a bad thing? He wasn't putting our team down or anything. In fact, he's probably one of the nicest guys that came out today, and you actually try to start a fight with him? Honestly, that was deplorable, Barry.
Yeah, well, look, I'm not like you and the other wimpy dads that are there, Michael. I actually stand up for myself. All I was doing was teaching my son a lesson. And you know what? I was probably teaching your son a lesson too.
Well, what sort of lesson were you trying to teach them in the first place? That they should sort out their emotions with anger and violence? That if anything ticks them off even a little bit, then they have to hit someone over it? That's not the type of lesson I want to teach my son or any of the kids on the soccer team. That's not the type of atmosphere I want for that soccer game.
Oh my God, I cannot believe what I'm listening to right now. I've actually associated myself with a bunch of beta males. I was such an idiot for putting my son through this thing. I definitely should have put him in a different soccer team.
Well, I'm not going to debate on whether or not that would have been a good decision, Barry, but I don't want you to sit there blaming us for it. We want the soccer games to be a safe environment for people to enjoy themselves, not for people to start hating each other. I mean, I get it. The competition aspect is one of the greater parts of being there. But at the same time, we have an atmosphere that we need to upkeep. And we're not just doing that for ourselves, we're doing it for our children as well.
Oh boy, what are you, my mom? I feel like I'm getting lectured here. Is there anything else that you want to lecture me about?
Very funny, Barry. There is actually. In fact, I've already talked about this with you in the past. I'm talking about the food that we have after the soccer game.
Oh yeah, thank God for the food. I mean, if there's anything that's gonna put you in a good mood after a good punch out, it's gotta be the food, right? So, what's the news on that one? You guys are gonna increase the load or something? You're gonna start getting some sort of professional chef to start cooking for us? Come on, I'm really intrigued about what's the new developments of the food.
Well, actually, as it happens, there's no new developments at all. Nothing's changed.
Oh, come on. I don't want to talk about nothing. But you know what? Now that we're on the topic of the food, I really recommend that you guys double the size. I mean, we usually have burgers, right? They're always stacked to the ceiling. Imagine if we had spicy chicken burgers too. 2 of those stacks would look pretty cool, right? Maybe you could even create some little bridge between them. Oh, imagine that. You could have that thing looking like it was some sort of Roman gate.
Enough with the jokes, Barry. I'm trying to talk to you about something serious. We're not going to change the food to your liking. In fact, you need to start obeying the rules when it comes to the food.
Aw, come on, this is sounding like such a drag. What do you have to complain about now?
Well, I'm sorry. Whether or not you want to hear it, you need to listen. I've already talked to you about the food and I told you that it was for the children, right? For the past couple of weeks, you've been the main person that's been sneaking into that food. Don't try and lie.
What are you talking about? I know that it's for the children. You told me the first time, right? So I haven't been eating it ever since.
Oh, really now? Is that so? Is that really what you want me to say? I mean, sure, you haven't been eating it in front of everyone, but you've been sneaking off behind the scenes, right? You've been eating it behind people's backs. Don't try and lie about it. We've got the evidence to prove it.
Oh, I see how it is. So a new guy enters the club and you just want to vilify him. Something happens and you put it on him. You know what? This is probably one of the most corrupt clubs I've ever come to. I'm gonna leave you guys a bad review in the future.
Oh, do whatever you want, Barry. I'm telling you right now that this is the last time that you get to come to this club and eat the food. Do you understand me? And you know what? While we're on the topic of this, let's just talk about you for a moment, okay? Look at the size of you. Look how massive you are. Do you really need this food in the first place? Don't you see it as really selfish if you start pigging out on it?
Well, actually, no, I don't. To be honest, I don't look at myself as being selfish. I mean, do you have any idea what situation I'm in right now, Michael? You like to sit there and make me feel like I'm a really bad person and whatnot. But do you even understand what I have to go through?
Well, enlighten me, Barry, because right now all I see is a selfish pig that's taking the food that should be for the children. Convince me that you're any different than that.
Well, fine. I'm not like you and the other dads there. I'm not the type of guy that does a job where he sits at the computer all day doing nothing.
I wouldn't say that what we do is nothing. I mean, fair enough, we don't move around a lot. But what we do is quite stressful, and I would appreciate it if you didn't put us down for it.
Well, be that as it may, even you must admit that you don't exert a lot of physical effort to do what you do, right?
Okay, fine, maybe that's the case. But what of it?
Well, what I'm trying to say is that I'm different. I'm not like you guys. I don't get to just sit on my tootsie. I actually have to move.
Oh, really? So, what type of work are you involved in, Michael? What's this job that you have that is so physically demanding?
Oh, my job? You want to know about my job? Okay. Here's the thing. My job is actually in construction.
Is it really now? It took you a while to answer that question. Are you sure you're telling me the truth?
What do you think, that I don't know my own job? Can you stop with the stupid analyzing already, Michael? You're not as smart as you think you are.
Okay, I'm just saying that the way that you're talking is very suspicious right now.
Is this the way that you talk to everyone at that social club? It amazes me that more people don't hate you. I need the food, okay?
Well, that's true. I could imagine that being in a job like construction would be very tiring. Maybe you do need the extra calories. Whether or not that warrants you eating the food after the soccer game is another matter, though. I don't see why you just can't bring your own food.
There you go again. You know what, Michael? I bet you don't look at the world through anyone else's eyes but your own. You don't think that life could be tough for me, do you? You don't think that I have it hard enough? You're trying to suggest that I bring my own food? That I delve into my resources and actually make something for myself?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. I want you to use your own money to make your own food so that you can eat it on the day. I don't want you to be eating the food that our children should be eating. I mean, think about it. They've just had a big, massive match, right? They went as far as to actually give us a victory from being 2 goals down. We should reward them or something like that. Why are you trying to take that away from me? Do the right thing as a man and as an adult and make your own food for the day.
You just don't get it, do you? You have no idea what I have to put up with if you have no idea what my everyday life is. You think I don't want to do something like that, Michael? You think I wouldn't love to just make my own food and be like the rest of you? Honestly, I'm disgusted with myself. I'm as disgusted as much as you are. If I could do the things that you want me to do, I would do them, wholeheartedly at that. It's just that the problem is, I don't have the means to do it.
What does that even mean? How could you not have the means to make your own food?
Well, here's the thing. I don't exactly come from a very wealthy household. This makes things very difficult for me.
What are you trying to say, that you don't have enough money for food?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I mean, look, I've only just joined the soccer club, so I don't really want to push my problems onto other people. I don't really want people to worry about us. I mean, I want to create a good impression, right? I don't want people to hate us.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Maybe you do care about what we think of you. But even so, if you're truly honest about that, you wouldn't have started that fight today.
Look, I thought I was doing something good for everyone. I thought that's exactly what all of you wanted me to do. It was a simple misunderstanding. Forgive me for it. It's not going to happen again. I just don't want you to take that food away from me.
Well, hang on a minute. I need to hear a little more about your situation. So, you're telling me that you're too poor to bring your own food?
Exactly. I mean, take a look at my little boy over there. It's not like people haven't noticed, right? Everyone's noticed how tiny and scrawny he is, how little he is. Oh, my poor son. I want to provide him with the best home environment that I can. He's my son after all. I want to give him whatever I can. I want to give him everything that the world has to offer. Anything that I can give him, I want to give it to him. It's just that what I can give him isn't that much. I can't even give him a decent meal.
Well, look, I don't want to sit here and criticize your situation. We all have our own problems at the end of the day, Barry. But at the same time, I need you to be clear with me on why you're in that pickle then. I mean, it doesn't make any sense, right? You're a construction worker. I'm not going to say that you earn the least amount of money in the world, but it's not bad pay, right? It's definitely enough to be able to afford food for your family.
It is. It definitely is. At least it would be. It would be if you didn't have a wife that was a shopaholic.
A what now?
That's right. The fact of the matter is that I have a completely out of whack wife. I mean, she's just all over the place. I don't know what to do about it. I don't know if I'm able to handle it. I don't even know where to start.
You're trying to say that your wife is the root of the problem here? She's the reason that you don't have any finances at the moment?
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Look, when I first married her, I thought she was an amazing woman. She was everything that I wanted. She was so great that I didn't even hesitate to have a child. I thought that she was going to be that way forever. But now look what's happened. She takes all my money and spends it on luxury goods. Not only that, but she loves indulging herself in takeout. I mean, you thought I was big. Everyone likes to make fun of Big Barry, right? Think about what Big Barry's wife looks like.
If I'm being honest with you right now, I don't even know if I can imagine what she looks like. I mean, if you two are as big as you say you are, why is your son so skinny? It just doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's just the thing. It's all because of her. She's the reason that we're in this situation that we're in. She's the reason I can't give my son the nutrients that he needs. That's why I can't bring my own food to the day. That's why I do the things I do. Do you see where I'm coming from?
Well, I have to be honest, Barry. I'm not really sure how to feel about this. I mean, if what you're telling me is the truth right now, then I truly feel sorry for you. That's a really tough situation to put up with.
What do you mean if I'm telling the truth? Do you actually think I'm lying about this? Oh, don't tell me, Michael, you don't actually think I'm a liar, do you?
Well, I don't know what to think about you. It's still very early, Barry. I think you're a very peculiar character, I'll say that much.
Great, so not only am I in the type of situation that I'm in, but I don't even get the courtesy of being trusted. You think I'm lying about this?
Look, it's very hard for me to make judgment on this, but there's one thing that I'll say, and that's thank you. Thank you for telling me about this. At least with this, I get a little more insight into your situation, and I could be a bit more lenient when it comes to the food.
Really? Do you really mean that?
Sure, why not? Just a little bit, though. I mean, at the end of the day, the club is the one that's paying for this, not us. We're really dipping into their money, and it's not even the food that's meant to be for the adults. I'll let you sneak off a little bit of food on the side, but I don't want you to be pigging yourself out like you've been so far. You have no idea how much of a mess you've caused. We've been trying to figure out who's been doing this for ages now. To think that it was you this whole time. And you're one of the newer members.
Well, hey, look, I don't want to create bad blood between everyone. You know what I have to deal with, right? I mean, you made the arrangement with me. It should be fine for me to eat a little bit of food, right?
Exactly. As long as you're only eating a little bit of food, I don't see an issue with it. But anyway, I want you to promise me one thing, though. Regardless of what situation you have, I want you to be on your best behavior at the games. I don't want you picking fights with any of the dads out there like you did today. Can you do that for me?
Okay, sure, why not? If it means that I get a little bit of food, then I'll do my best to be a good boy. Trust me, I used to be a Boy Scout when I was little. There's a good guy inside of me. You're gonna see a little more of that good guy in the near future, I can promise you that much.
I gotta say, Michael, you can't help but just be proud of them, right? I mean, look at our kids go. We got them into that soccer club a couple of years ago, and they've only gotten better and better. It just makes me so proud to see how far they've come. I mean, it's beyond what I can even imagine. And not just my kid, but think about your kid. Wow, now when the word spectacular pops up into your brain, you think about him, don't you? You really ought to be proud of that one. What have you guys been doing? You must have some sort of secret regime. Well, Mitchell, it's always nice having a chat with you. Thanks for telling me that. I take a lot of pride in my little boy. He's definitely giving it his all out there, and it's starting to show. As for what he does, it's not too different from what everyone else does. He turns up to training, he works hard, and then the results speak for themselves. Come on, don't give me that. You guys must be doing something else. You must be putting in some little secret powder into his juice or something. And I know it's just not willpower alone. Well, if I'm being honest, I keep him on a really good schedule. He gets an appropriate amount of sleep, and I don't let him eat any junk at all. He only eats whole and natural food. I think that's the biggest thing that contributes to his success. Of course it is. Of course it would be something like that. Why wouldn't it be? How could I be so stupid? The answer is so simple, but it's just so hard to implement. Well, I'm telling you right now, these are kids. They won't do something that's good for them, even if they know it is. They're only ever going to do what they want to do, so getting him into this routine will take time. Don't think it's going to come overnight. But just imagine it. Imagine if everyone on that team is doing what your kid is doing. I mean, actually taking everything so seriously. Like we're already winning enough games as it is, getting enough attention from the media and whatnot. But if we actually got any better than this, we might be world-renowned. Well, I think you're up in the clouds when you're talking about that type of thing, Mitchell. Let's be reasonable here. They're still kids. I know, but I can't just help feel like they could be so much more. I'm being serious when I say that everyone should be adopting the regime that you and your son are doing. It's really good stuff, especially for that new kid that's entered recently. You know the one that I'm talking about, right? That skinny little scrawny one? Yeah, I know who you're talking about. His name's Danny. That kid's been on the back of my mind. I've been thinking a lot about him. That's a little creepy, don't you think, Michael? I'm pretty sure you have better things to think about, right? He's just a little kid. No, not like that, you idiot. I'm trying to say that I'm worried about him. He's got a very unique situation. Oh, right. Well, yeah, you're telling me. I mean, how do you even react to parents like that? What do you mean, parents like that? Have you been talking to that guy Barry recently? I've been doing more than talking to him. I've actually had to hang around him. You've had to hang around him? What do you mean by that exactly? Well, look, I didn't exactly want this to happen, but it kind of just turned into it. What do you mean? You trying to say that this happened accidentally or something? Something like that. I mean, look, it was on one of the weekends where we had a match. Everyone was in a really good mood. I mean, we were chatting about the kids and how well they were doing, but we were also talking about some other things as well. I was talking with the other boys and telling them that I have a little tradition after every soccer match. Anytime that my little boy scores a goal, or if they even win, we have a little pizza party at my place. It's just between me and my family. It's my little way of rewarding him. But here's the thing. Take a look at those kids. Is there ever a time when they lose? Of course not. They always win. So what do I end up doing? I end up having to buy pizza every weekend, don't I? That's pretty funny. I wonder if you guys ever get sick of it. Trust me, there's been more than one occasion where I've wanted to quit doing this thing, especially when it starts burning a hole in your pocket. But look, the kid loves it.
It's the thing that he looks forward to the most, and if it gives him that little bit of an edge in the soccer game, then why not? I'll give him some pizza after.
I'll be honest, I'd probably do the same thing. How does this link between you and Barry, though?
Okay, well, that's just the thing. You see, as I'm there having a laugh with the boys, talking about it and trying to make a joke about how funny it is, Barry's off there in the distance. He was at the other end of the soccer field, and he was staring at us like he knew what was happening. It's really creepy, if I'm being honest.
You mean he was staring? Are you trying to insinuate that he knew what you were saying?
Well, I don't know. It was really scary, man. It's like he didn't know what we were saying. He knew exactly what we're talking about. As I'm standing there with the boys and having a laugh, I can feel him approaching, just walking towards us. He didn't even look at the people that were in his way. He just barged through them. I was trying to keep my cool, trying to laugh with everyone, but I couldn't help but see him. He kept his gaze on me the whole time. It was like he was coming up to murder me or something.
Geez, this is really scary imagery. You're giving me the chills right now. It actually sounds like he's trying to start a fight with you or something.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking was going to happen. But thankfully enough, he just approaches us and lets a little bit of awkward silence persist for a bit. After that, he finally breaks that silence and says that we were talking about pizza. He said that he was insulted that we had a pizza party and we didn't have the courtesy to invite him.
That's some creepy stuff. So he actually heard from that far away?
Maybe, or maybe he has some weird lip-reading ability.
Are you kidding me? A guy like that? Even if he does have that type of ability, I would be surprised if he knew any other word other than pizza. So what happened after that?
Well, exactly as you would expect. I mean, he's a really big guy. He's quite terrifying, actually. You don't want to do something to annoy him, right? So I gave him some details about what we do on the weekends. And there was another awkward silence, like he was waiting for something. I didn't really feel comfortable with him just staring. It was just constant silence and staring. So I decided to break the silence by saying he could come over if that's what he wanted. He perked up and gave a smile. He didn't even say anything after that. He gave me a pat on the back and then left.
Did he actually? Oh, what a peculiar guy. And so I'm guessing he actually went over and had pizza?
That is exactly what happened. And let me tell you now, that was one of the worst experiences I've ever had.
Was it really that bad?
Yeah, it was bad. He completely demolished the thing. I mean, we ran out of pizza and we had to order some new ones, and then he demolished those too. He brought his little kid over and I thought that maybe he would give him some. But what do you know, he was completely indifferent to his own son. How selfish is that?
Oh boy, what are we gonna do about this? This is really concerning stuff. It's quite clear that this Barry character is only out there for himself. He really wants to satisfy his own needs and clearly doesn't care about his own son. I feel like something's going on here.
Do you really now? Well, have you tried talking to him about it?
I've tried to, but he's got a very sneaky way of brushing things off. He keeps trying to divert the question, or even make himself out to be the victim so that I can't blame him for anything. It's really hard trying to get through to him.
Okay, well, what about the wife? What do you think about her?
Well, from what he's told me, she's a selfish shopaholic that has no care to feed her son proper food. If I'm being honest, considering her husband is that way, I wouldn't be surprised if she is too.
Well, look, if you ask me, the answer is really short. If you really want to fix things in that situation, you have to ask her. Also, this isn't the only concerning thing that we need to talk about. He hasn't just been eating my pizza, he's been eating that stuff for the kids. He's been doing it for months now.
I know. I've been trying to get him to stop. I told him that he could have a little bit, and he's still going nuts on the whole platter that we have for the kids.
Michael, we can't keep putting up with this.
I know. Look, I'm gonna put a stop to this soon. Just give me a little bit more time. Hey, Michelle, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to talk to me. You're a really hard person to get hold of. You must be very busy.
Yeah, well, when you're in the situation that we're in, I have no choice but to be busy. I mean, I have a family to take care of, right? I'm working on the weekends and the weekdays. It really takes a toll on me.
That's very interesting. You have a very hard-working attitude, much like your husband. He would always talk about how hard he works on that construction site. I guess that's a work ethic that you both share.
What are you talking about? My husband? He doesn't work at all. And what? Where did you say that he worked at? A construction site?
Well, yeah, that's what he's been telling me. He tells me that he's a construction worker. That's why he has to eat a lot of food. Are you trying to tell me something different?
My husband hasn't had a job in years. He's really had it hard. I mean, it's really hard to get a job these days, isn't it? Even when he tries his best, he can't get a job. I think he'd be very happy if he actually got a construction job, though.
It is very interesting you tell me that. So are you trying to tell me that he's looking for work?
Yeah, he just sits at home all day putting out resumes.
Interesting. I wonder why he told me otherwise. I mean, this is starting to make a lot more sense, though. If Barry isn't the one working, then I can see why you guys would have put yourself in a financial pickle.
What are you talking about right now? You're actually trying to blame us for our money situation? You're the one to blame for it, aren't you?
What do you mean, me? Why would I be the one to blame for it?
Well, let's take a look at the facts. You're the one that's taking advantage of us.
What do you mean? I'm very confused right now. In what way are we taking advantage of you?
You're taking advantage of us with that food. All of those times you have food for the soccer games, you make us pay for everything. Of course we're going to be in a financial pickle when we have to do something like that.
I'm very confused about what you're saying right now, Michelle. We don't get any of the dads to pay for the platter. The club is the one that pays for it. That's how much they love their soccer team. Where did you get the impression that you were the one paying for it?
Well, that's what Barry said. He said that's the reason why we don't have any money.
Once again, I'm very, very confused right now. Why would he say something like that? We haven't made him pay for it once. In fact, he's the one that's been pigging out on the food.
Are you being serious right now? He's the one that's been eating it?
He sure has. It's meant to be for the kids as well.
Oh my God. I can't believe it. That man. No wonder he's so fat. So that's where he's been getting his food from.
Michelle, I don't know if you realize this, but there's a really high chance that your husband is lying about what he's been doing. He's been lying to you and he's been lying to me, and it's a really good thing that you and I are finally talking.
I know. I'm really glad that we're talking too. I really want to sort this out. I'm not happy about this. I'm gonna give that man an earful. He's not gonna get away with this.
Well, hang on a minute. I just want you to wait a little bit. Just leave this to me. I want to see how this pans out. I want to see if we can slip him up just a little bit more.
Huh? Are you sure? Because I think we can confront him with just this alone.
No, give me some time. I want to make sure that your husband really suffers for this one. How's it going in the toilet, Michael? You've been sitting in there for a while now. You know what? I think you're sitting in there because you're afraid of me. You knew you should have invited me to this dinner and you refused to. I had to find out about it on my own. You know what? You're one of the most despicable people I know. I mean, here you are always pretending to be a nice guy or whatever. You always like putting on this image that you care about people, but then what do? You do something like this. You go to a nice fancy 5-star restaurant that takes 6 months in advance for a reservation, and you don't even think to invite me. You don't think me and my family would enjoy this type of thing? Some friends you are. I know you would have invited some other douchebag dad from that soccer match, someone like Mitchell. So what do you have to say for yourself, Michael? How do you feel now that I've caught you out? I don't feel anything, Barry.
I don't see why you're angry with me at the moment. The one that should be angry is me. I mean, you're intruding on a very good dinner. You don't deserve to be here. This was meant to be with my family. Yeah, well, if you really want to be a good person or whatever, then you're gonna let me sit here, right? Speaking of which, where is the food? Don't you know how hungry I'm getting? All I've had is some stinking little appetizer. I mean, it was good. It's probably one of the best things I've ever eaten, but I want more of that. You're not getting any more than that unless you're ready to pay for it. Are you kidding me? Me pay for this food? No way. I'm a construction worker. I don't make this much money. You're just gonna have to do the right thing and pay for it for me. Well, if you're gonna intrude on my dinner, you're gonna have to be prepared to pay for it. If you're not ready to pay for it, then maybe your wife is. What do you mean, my wife? Haven't you heard about the type of person she is? I've already told you that she's a shopaholic, haven't I? There's no way that she'd be able to pay for this type of thing. Really now, is that what you think about your own wife? Do you really think that I'm gonna believe something like that? Barry, let me give you an important piece of information. I've actually gotten in contact with your wife. I'm sorry, what did you just say? Yes, that's right. You didn't think that would happen, did you? It was really hard to get a hold of her, but I managed to. She had a lot to say about you. She had a lot to say about your lifestyle. You really are just a piece of crap, aren't you? What the hell have you done? What have you told her? I told her everything, and she's told me the exact same thing too. I have to be honest, Barry. You must be one of the worst people I have ever met. I mean, a man that lies to his own wife and child so that he can pig out? A man that pretends he's finding a job when he's really just sitting at home playing games. A man that makes out that he's had such a pitiful and stressful situation and that his wife is such a bad person just so that he gets some free food at a soccer match. I mean, do you not feel ashamed about yourself? Can you really call yourself a man after I've said these things? Oh, shut up. You don't know me. You don't know who I am. Stop trying to make fun of me. I'm just stating the facts of what they are, Barry. You're a piece of crap. And you know what? I'm not gonna let you get away with this. I wonder if she's arrived already. What do you mean? Where is she? Oh crap, is that my wife? Why is she at the door making a fuss? Oh boy, we just made eye contact. That is definitely her. Well, it was nice knowing you, Barry. I'll let your wife handle things from this point on. What the hell have you done? You can't do this to me. Do you know who I am? I'm not gonna let you get away with this, Michael. Do you hear me? You're gonna suffer for this, Michael. Michael? Barry was incredibly bitter about what happened to him. He bombarded me with messages after that. He kept telling me that he thought I was his friend. He said he thought that I cared about people, but I told him that I don't care about people who lie and starve their own family. In fact, these are people who can barely be called my friends. They're my enemies. We had a mutual agreement in the club to ban him from ever coming again, and we had to get a restraining order because he kept coming back to steal the food secretly. With no one to finance him, Barry was forced to actually start taking his job search seriously. For the first time in his whole life, he actually wrote a resume. This whole time, he's actually never done it himself. He's never put in a decent effort into it, but now he was forced to. Unfortunately, at his age and with the attitude that he has, it's next to impossible for a guy like him to get a job. So instead of doing something like that, he just sits on the streets with a tin can, hoping that people will put some money into it. I was hoping to hear that he would actually slim down after living that type of lifestyle. I mean, he's not exactly eating food all the time, is he? Unfortunately, what I've heard is that he's been really abusing the soup kitchen system. It's only a matter of time before people realize what he's up to, and he's not going to have any source of food. I hope at some point that guy finally manages to grow up and just take his fair share for once. I'm pretty sure his son would love the chance to look at his father and be proud of him. From that point on, Michelle left. I feel sorry for her being deceived by him. This whole time, she honestly thought that he was doing the right thing and that he was a good husband. They quickly got a divorce and she was able to move on with her life. She continued doing what she was supposed to be doing, going to the soccer games and being a support for her son. She found that being there in the flesh was more enjoyable than being at work, and with Barry out of the picture, they actually had a really stable financial situation. They were actually able to earn a little bit of savings and have money here and there to enjoy themselves, go to an amusement park and whatnot. It was really nice to see. We started to gain more renown, especially when that little boy that Barry was starving started to gain a little bit more meat on him. Now that he actually has the energy to play, he is one of our star players. He's even equal to my son. Those two are appearing on the magazines. They've appeared on television. They say that they're a duo that might actually make it somewhere in the near future. Knowing that has given them more encouragement to try their hardest at soccer, and I couldn't be more happier. I can't wait for the day that those two get scouted. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future.